So, hello, whenever you're checking this out, I am Jay Cleveland Payne. I'm here today offering up a little bit of wisdom. We'll see how long it goes in what I am calling reviving, if you will, my Better Unit 52 series. A few years back, quite a few years back, over a decade or so, I started the original Better Unit 52. It was a life coaching, for lack of a better word, life coaching series that had a weekly tip to kind of work through and a weekly worksheet that you work through as well. We're not so much into the worksheets, but we are going to go through this video course and offer something. We'll probably figure out worksheets that are on because there is accountability that's important to go through to have a better personage, better you, in 52 weeks. And it doesn't necessarily take 52 weeks. It takes basically the moment you decide you want to be a better person, you want to do something better, and you want to improve, you want to grow. Now, it may take time, a little time to make it work out so that it's actually better. But you once you decide you want to do better and you actually put forth the effort and don't stop putting forth the effort, it's the stopping the work. It's kind of dicey. Then it goes from there. So thank you so much for being a part of this video and being part of the community as it goes along. Adding is to some of the in the regrowth in some of the work I've been doing. That's not what this is about. We're not selling the extra stuff. Just doing the first batch of 52 stuff, 52 things. And so, starting off for this very first day, today happens to be the very first day of 2022, Saturday, the 1st of January. We're going to talk about what you probably should do as opposed to what people normally do on the first day of the year. They start talking resolutions. They start talking about new thing, new change, new growth, new whatever's they're looking for. And we want to do something different. We want to talk about what you did last year, fixing what you did wrong in the last year, last month, last decade, not looking forward to how you want to change it, but mostly reframing what it is you're trying to do so that you're looking to fix something that was not so great in the past and make it better, not so much do something brand new because that's supposed to improve your life. And so think about this. You don't want to get too wrapped up in your next big thing going forward. You are excited about a fresh start. Yes, today is the brand new year, so that's sort of the natural fresh start time. But a fresh start can happen anytime you want it to be. Anytime you break off a bad relationship, a bad job grouping, you get out of something old, you're obviously into something new. Or anytime you stumble into something that's fresh and new, you want to get all excited about it. You want to get all big about it. That's not in this case when we're talking about improvement for the next 52 weeks or life in general. Let's not get so wrapped up in the next big thing, the new thing you saw. You saw some shiny thing, someone with six pack abs on a magazine, and you said, yeah, I'd like to have six pack abs, as opposed to the fact that you just never thought about exercise in the past. Let's actually think about something that you've actually done before, that you've actually not succeeded in or flat out failed in. Let's look at something that was in the past. You want to take a good look at what you wanted to accomplish and figure out why it didn't happen. And we're just using the year as a time frame. It could be something extremely recent, as in I screwed something up yesterday. I need to start doing better. Or it could be something that you've been working on for quite some time, a long nagging thing. We all have long nagging sort of things in our life that some of us have a better job, done a better job of getting better over than others. I myself have been working on some serious sort of just sort of life issues that keep recurring. You start seeing a pattern when something happens, and you start to withdraw for something, then you realize, oh, that thing's happening again. We all have those things going on in our life, and so the best thing to do is to look backwards to something that didn't happen in the last 12 months, last 52 weeks, to go with the branding and try to figure out how to fix that. Now, to actually try to lose weight or try to eat better or try to become a better person, although that's a little shaky in its words because you weren't having great relationships, then fix that. Don't give up on those things. Fix that. It's just as exciting to take up an old cause and revamp it, clean it up, and work forward, and then take up a new one. And it also shows a bit more responsibility, if you will. You're cleaning up a mess you already made, essentially. You probably, in that attempt to be a more fit person, bought a whole bunch of things and like equipment and food and memberships that essentially may have wrecked your credit in the process. But you spend all this money on just stuff that just doesn't get used. While fixing your money problems sounds like a great deal, the source of that is your attempts at getting better in better shape and letting that kind of flounder, not taking that seriously. And so you're not really fixing your money problem, although maybe you have a money problem. You really want to fix that issue you had with getting better in getting better. That's what you need to do. It's much more responsible, it makes more sense, and it's a lot easier to actually do. Now, how do you do this? That's the simple and the hard part. First, you have to decide what it is, what one thing it is you're going to work on. Just one. Now, I want to go through these type of exercises with people as they go through like their life goals and the things they're working on. We normally go through a magical list of everything that you could think about that you could possibly want to work on, and then we whittle that down to three things or so that are kind of easy to do, that might be able to work. You have the time to do. And then we say, do this one. And when you reach a certain a certain point, a certain milestone, then you can start to do the next one. All that does is basically lines up what you're working towards. So you have an idea once you get to some level of a milestone, some level of success, you're not stuck doing the whole process again. Although most times we have to do the whole process because you realize the next thing in line is not the most important thing anymore. In this case, for this simple better you in 52 example, this exercise, you're going to have to take a little bit of time, sit with yourself and figure out the one thing you want to work on, because that's the only thing you're going to be focused on for improving. Now, the rest of your life can't get worse, but as far as your personal improvement, this is the thing that is the one focus that gets worked on. And maybe by working on it, you get a chance to improve on some other things in the process. That's sort of a an intended consequence of working on the one thing. If you, like we said, if you work on better development for your fitness journey, and in that process you realize you don't need to throw out all your food in your refrigerator, buy all organic just to give it up within 2 weeks, that's going to help work on your finances in a unintended consequences way. But what you're working on is that fitness goal. And I keep saying fitness goals is because people always have some sort of fitness goal, but you've got to be a bit specific about the fitness goal. You got to be able to say, I want to run a marathon this year. I want to run a 10K this year. I want to lose a certain amount of weight this year to be whatever. I want to be able to fit the clothes I could wear 2 years ago. And that's, whatever it is that it was, because you've gained weight over pandemic times. That's all it's going to be. Don't get wrapped up in a new shiny thing to improve your life. Look at the stuff that you've screwed up in the past trying to improve your life that you couldn't quite make work out. That simple. Just look at your past failures and pick one of those as your next accomplishment, and then just keep working at it until it gets better. That's simple. It's going to get better. You just have to work at it and be focused at it and make that go. I'm Jay Cleveland Payne. Thank you so much for joining me on this week, this Better You in 52 recording. We're going to get better at these recordings as well. So make sure that you stick around. If you've been a part of any of my personal development or professional development stuff, or myself in the well past, as I've been doing this for quite some time, thank you so much for sticking around for the ride, and let me know how well we are doing together, how well you are doing individually, and because we can always chat. As it says down there, the bug, which will probably not be there for future cast. Jay Cleveland Payne is my handle online. Find me on Facebook, find me on Twitter, find me all the places like that. Reach out, we can chit chat. Reach out here on the YouTube channel and the Facebook group where you're seeing this as well. If you're finding this as well, if you're not, well, make sure that if you're not following us, you just sort of found us, make sure you click the like button or the subscribe button or whatever button there are to let us know how well we're doing, and to subscribe so you don't miss out on future feature thingies like this. It's going to be 52 of them if this whole year works out right, because we're going to do another little bit of something to help you improve yourself every single week. And like I said in the beginning, you just basically have to say, I want to be better. And that's the bulk of it. That makes it happen. The work is the work, but the moment you say, I want to be better, you are instantly that much better. The actual results, They take time, but I'm here for along with you for the ride for that. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the internets along the way.